Hi everyone, and welcome to the Knit California channel. My name is Leslie and I'm a knitter from Southern California, but I'm currently living in a fairy tale on a knitting tour through the Scottish Highlands. Every day we wake up in a 4-star hotel, board our luxury coach, and are whisked away to yarn shops, knitting workshops, Scottish attractions, or whatever else is on the day's itinerary. So join me on this 10-day trip as I experience Scotland for the first time through the lens of fiber and make some new memories to last for life. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, May 19th, and it's day, 5 or 6 on the tour. We woke up this morning in Inverness at the Best Western Palace. Rachel says Palace Hotel in Inverness. We just had a lovely breakfast downstairs, and it's like 7:50 a.m. Bags are out at 7. We're leaving at 8:30, and today we're going to Culloden Battlefield. This was here's my knowledge of Culloden Battlefield, okay? From Outlander. The site where Bonnie Prince Charlie was defeated. And Claire thought Jamie died, but he didn't die. He still lived, okay? Anyways, we're going to Culloden, and then we're going to Dalwhinnie Distillery. We're going to do some whiskey tasting, woohoo! And then we're having lunch, and then we're going to the V&A exhibition, which from what I understand is a design museum. So we'll learn about the history of design in Scotland. I'll show you. Tell you all about it when I learn more. And then we are going to a new hotel. So I think it's going to be another fun day. I'm wearing my Alchemy pullover today. The first time I've been able to wear a sweater, from what I understand. Well, it's sunny now, but the weather says it's going to get cloudy. And it's going to be not 70 degrees today. So we'll find out. Yeah. Rachel's filming her fit check. All right, see you later. That one was our room. Right there. Maybe I shouldn't have worn red today. I'm on the side of the red coats. We made it to our first activity of the day, which was a guided tour of Culloden Battlefield, the famous spot where the British Army defeated Bonnie Prince Charlie and his army of Highlanders. The red flags on the field marked where the British soldiers would have formed their lines to attack, and off in the distance there are blue flags marking where the Highlanders would have fought from. This battle signified the end of Scottish culture for years to come, and there was a very somber and solemn air to the location. The field also serves as the gravesite for the many people who lost their lives during and after the battle, with many clans seemingly buried in mass sites together, but there were also stones denoting mixed clans as well. Another Outlander moment for you, the clan Fraser stone was the only one with guard chain around it. It's hard to imagine people actually coming to this place, learning the history, and then still wanting to reenact a scene from the TV show, but I'm guessing the chain is there for that reason. After Culloden, we definitely needed a little pick-me-up, and Noreen said we were spoiled rotten by getting to go to our next stop, the Dalwhinnie Distillery. We were early for our tour, so it was actually perfect timing to grab a pre-tour whiskey sour. Okay. Oh, we got whiskey sours. Ooh, with pineapple. Yummy.
Very good. Very good. The whiskey you have in front of you is 2015. This has spent 15 years in American oak ex-bourbon cask.
So would this be considered one of your fruity category?
It kind of sits on the boundary of it. It is fruity, but it's also quite light.
Yeah,
it's quite delicate.
And you don't use any peat.
The tour was interesting. We actually spent most of our time sitting in a small presentation, and our guide talked us through the whiskey making process via a model of their facility. We didn't actually get to walk around the whole place. The only other room we went into was a barrel aging room, and the only remarkable thing about that is the smell of the whiskey really hits you in the face as soon as you walk in. I did like that Dalwhinnie 15 that we tried, and I bought a small bottle to take home. Next up, our last activity for the day was a private after-hours experience at the V&A Museum in Dundee. I really didn't know what to expect walking in here. I've never been to the V&A in London, but there was some really cool stuff in here. The main exhibition that is currently featured and that had literally just opened 2 days prior is called Garden Futures, Designing with Nature. So everything that we saw was like knitting/fiber plus garden related. When you walk upstairs into the main hall, one of the first things that caught my eye was this huge quilt, and I was obsessed. It's called Stitch to Seed. Informed by in-depth research into Scottish knitting traditions and indigenous plants, artist Alice Marie Archer designed this hand-knit geotextile quilt, which provides the ideal environment for plants to take root. So each square is hand-knit and embedded with seeds. The idea is that the quilt can be applied to an area of land to encourage soil restoration, like a healing blanket for the earth. How amazing is that? Also, Deborah Gray and Di Gilpin, two of our workshop leaders, were contributors to this project, which is just so full circle. There was so much more to see in this exhibition as well, including natural dyes, which brought me right back to the previous day at Deborah Gray's workshop and the yarn we purchased. We saw the tapestries and tufted rugs that were made at Dovecut Studios. Remember, I said we would see these again. The blue tufted rug had literally just arrived the week before, so we were some of the first people to see it hung up. I was fascinated by this knitted chair that isn't just a chair for sitting. Oh no, it's a chia chair that puts the needs of nature first and humans second. From the placard, the knitted cushion is designed to entice us to take a seat, but it is actually a bed for chia seeds to grow. And one of the last really cool installations was The Meadow. This is a hand-tufted, large-scale, interactive textile inspired by the Greek island of Milos, where once a year the barren rocks burst into bloom with wildflowers. Since this was all brand new, we were also some of the first to take off our shoes and walk on the meadow to experience the textures of the tufted wildflower bloom under our feet. Overall, this was a really cool stop, and I'd highly recommend it if you're in the area. Hello, I haven't talked to the vlog all day, but we are in Dundee, and we made it to our hotel room, so let me give you a room tour. Here we are, we're at an Apex hotel. We've got a nice double bed, a nice chair, and let me show you the view. Well, first of all, nice city view. There we go, focus. And that's the V&A Museum over there where we just were, and the water. And it's really pretty. And here's the bathroom. Tub, nice mirror, and a fully enclosed shower, my favorite. We had a really great day today, jam-packed, super busy. Where did we start today? not the distillery. Oh, Culloden. We went to Culloden Battlefield this morning, which was very somber, but like very interesting to see. Very glad that we went. And then we went to the distillery and tried some whiskey, and obviously got a tour and got to see how it was done. And then we went to lunch, and then we just went to the V&A Museum. We had like a private after hours free time to roam for like an hour, and they have like a textile showcase, and it was like a gardening / textile showcase that was on now, which was really cool to see. A lot of really fun and interesting like knitted / fiber / gardening themed exhibits. So it was really interesting and really cool. And yeah, now we're at the hotel. We're gonna chill. Dinner's at, oh gosh, 7:30. Dinner's at 7:30. It's really hard to keep all the times straight because every day it's a different time. And now we're on day 5. You just can't remember anything. Dinner's at 7:30, and we're just gonna have a great night. Hello everyone. I'm here to close out the vlog. Surprise, surprise. You may be wondering, Leslie, what do you have to show us? You didn't go to any yarn places today. Well, do I have stuff to show you? Let's start with Culloden. Culloden had an amazing gift shop, okay? So I bought a lot of stuff at the Culloden gift shop. The tour itself at Culloden was also really great. Our tour guide, her name was Rebecca, I remember it. She was great, just in like telling us the history and like how the battle would have happened, and like she like reenacted all the like shots and stuff. It was really cool. I really enjoyed that. I think if you're gonna go to Scotland, like that's probably a place that like a lot of people would want to go to. I think it's a very like culturally significant place to go, so highly recommend. And yeah, the gift shop was really great. So here are the souvenirs that I got from Culloden. First, they had the fluffiest little Highland Coo stuffed animal, and I couldn't pass it up. It's for me, it's not for anyone else. It's just so cute, okay? They had, oh gosh, stay. They're called charms. They had these other places in Scotland as well, but they're basically progress keepers, right? So the Highland Coo, the Scottish flag heart, and this is a thistle. So I clocked these. I didn't know if anyone else was gonna clock these. A couple other people clocked these and also purchased them. They were only like £5 also, which was great. So I'm really excited about these. They also had these different charms at Edinburgh Castle, so stay tuned because I bought more. I bought this little keychain. Look, I am not a keychain person. I don't know why I bought this, but it's basically the exact same charms, plus, you can't even see this. It's this pink, it's a pink Scotland. It just says Scotland in pink. And my thought was to like put this on the zipper of a project bag. I don't know which one, but I don't know. I never buy keychains or whatever, but I really liked this one for some reason. Had to get it. My first fridge magnet. I am a magnet collector. I try not to go too ham. Like, I don't want to buy like 10 magnets from one place, right? That's a lot. I try to stick to like 1 to 3, maybe 4. I think I ended up with 2 from this trip, which is like good. So I got Mr. Highland Coo. This one's cute. They match. They match pretty well. And then I also like to get a Christmas tree ornament when I travel. This one's so cute. Coup with the tartan in the background. Really happy with that. And oh, I got a pen. It's got Highland Coups on it. Just like obsessed with the Highland Coups, guys, okay? Everything that I bought has a Highland Coup on it. They're so cute. How can you not, right? Okay, so that was everything that I got from Culloden gift shop. Thank you, Culloden. And then we went to the Dalwhinnie Distillery, and like I mentioned, I got the Dalwhinnie 15 whiskey that we tried. And when you do the tour and like the tour and tasting, basically they like do a bundle, so you can get this bundle for 35 pounds. And I felt like it was actually a pretty good deal, right? So it's this smaller bottle, which like is actually a pretty decent size, right? Of the whiskey that you tried. Plus it comes with shortbread, which is delicious. This is a big box of shortbread too. So like that alone, I was like, yeah, please. And then it comes with this coaster, which on its own is 9 pounds. And I saw these in the gift shop and I said, ooh, that's a really nice coaster. Like I would never buy this on its own because like, I'm never gonna have just like a glass of whiskey on the rocks. Like that's not the kind of drink that I drink. But like, you know, it is a nice coaster. But so it was included in the bundle. And a pen. It just says Dalwhinnie single malt distillery on it, which like whatever. So I felt like this was worth 35 pounds. I felt like this bottle itself was probably worth 35 pounds, right? Plus the shortbread. I don't know, but I'm excited. Excited to taste this with the fam. I think they'll like it. And then they also had this whiskey and honey organic lip balm at the register, and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds great. Let me add that to my basket. So it's from the Highland Soap Co. Scottish handmade soaps and skincare. That is everything that I purchased on this day. And yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like nothing really fiber related on this day, but the V&A Museum was pretty, that was like our fiber related thing. Like it wasn't a workshop, but like the museum itself was fiber related. I was really interested in that like stitch to seed to stitch quilt. It also said on the placard that like during the installation, so the installation is from May 17th, which was basically right when we were there, through January 2026. So like while the installation is there, they're basically going to be doing like a community event where they're going to knit a whole nother blanket. So like if you're in Dundee, I don't know, look up the community event schedule or whatever, you can go and I think help them like knit up another blanket. I don't know how they like do the part where they like add the seeds and stuff in. That would be really cool to see. But I followed them on Instagram. I followed the artist and I followed the V&A because I want to know more. I want to watch this process of them making another blanket, another quilt. And then they've already like identified like a place in Scotland where they're going to like lay it out and I guess see if it like repopulates the soil. I don't know. I am intrigued. I am invested. I want to know more. So maybe I'll put the link down below if I can find it on more information on the project in case you're interested. Obviously, I'm not involved in it at all. I'm just really interested in it. So yeah. Oops, sorry, kicked the camera. This was day 5 of the tour. We've got 2 more days left. This was the point where I got really sad because I was like, only 2 more days. It's not enough days. And now, today that I'm filming this is Tuesday and I'm back at work. And I'm even more sad. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. It's what you gotta do. So anyways, now I'm just rambling on. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.